morning, Helen. How are you today? Party people, how are we this morning? Hi Liza. Good morning, good morning. We'll let some more people roll on in. Natasha, good morning. So today's flow is going to be a little 50-50 mix of some Pilates strengthening and some regular yoga flow. So just mixing it up a little bit today and then I want to guide you through a Metta meditation. So we'll get ourselves started in just a moment. Fiona, Kevin and Eliza from Melbourne. How are you all? Fantastic. We're going to start today's class with a pranayama. So pranayama is breath, using our breath exercises. We're going to do a Bhastrika pranayama, which is breath of fire. You may have done it before. This is just going to be something to awaken our fire, cultivate some energy in our bodies. So we'll just start seated. Just crossing your legs however feels good for you this morning. Now if you've done this before, you can keep your hands on your knees. If you haven't done this before, it helps to maybe put a hand on your belly. Now breath of fire is breathing in and out through our nostrils, so keeping our mouths closed. We do fast breathing in and out through our nostrils. So the exhale is really where we push the air out. The inhale is not as forced, it's just a quick inhalation, and we're going to be feeling our belly moving in and out as quick as our breath. So I'll give you an example. So you can hear I'm pushing out the exhale and I'm just breathing in gently. It's still fast but not forced inhale. And you'll feel your belly starting to click. I can show you on the side here. We're going. Feeling your belly extend and contract back in. If you're a beginner at this, hold your hands on your belly, feel that feeling. If you've done it before, placing your hands on your knees. We're just going to count to 20 of these breaths, then take a break, and then 20 more. So at your own pace. So after you've counted your 20, just go back to your regular breathing. Feeling all of your organs, getting a massage there in your core. When you're ready, starting your next round of 20. Good, building that fire in your belly, waking ourselves up this morning. We're just going to do one more round of 20, because if this is something you don't practice daily or very often, it can be a bit much for your core. One more round at your own pace. Well done, everyone. Feel that prana, that chi, that energy flowing through your body. Waking ourselves up this morning. Alright, taking a few shoulder rolls here. Now we're going to be placing, you might want to sit sideways on your mat for this one. You can sit straight on, up to you. We're going to keep our legs closed and then we're going to open them up. So wherever you're comfortable. Bringing your left foot in, tight towards your center, your right foot flat in front of you. We're just going to walk ourselves out and take a relaxed forward fold here over our legs. So one leg out in front, one leg close to the body. Waking up our hips here and our glutes, feeling that stretch. Just breathing, relaxing into this one to start. Tuning in with your body today, noticing how you're feeling. On your next inhale, plant your palms, push yourself back up to seated. Now the leg that was in front, just open that out to the side. So your left foot is still nice and close to your body, your right leg out to the side. Going to take an inhale, stretching up tall and forward fold again, walking yourself out and over, feeling the difference in this stretch. Checking in with our bodies, how have we woken up today? Did we get to sleep in and wake up slowly? Did our alarm go off and we hit snooze? Or did we jump out of bed full of energy? How's your morning been? Taking an inhale, pushing yourself back up now. Swapping our legs over so the right leg comes in close to our body. Left leg just in front, flat on the ground. Walk yourself down, take this stretch on the other side. However you've woken up today, whether it's good or bad, whether you're feeling tired, uncomfortable, maybe you're a bit sick, maybe you're just not feeling in alignment or balanced today, a bit indecisive, just acknowledge how you're feeling, not judging it, not telling yourself that it's wrong or that it's right, just being what it is. Knowing that that feeling is only in the present moment. It doesn't have to follow you throughout the rest of your day. You're in complete control of how you feel, how you allow your mind to let you feel and where it takes you. Inhale, lifting yourself back up to seated. Straightening out that left leg to the side. Sitting up tall and taking your forward fold over the right leg. Living in the present is such a powerful exercise. And acknowledging how you feel in each present moment and knowing that that doesn't have to be how you feel forever is so powerful. We all have our times of feeling disconnected or undernourished or just not feeling too good, and we have to have those moments. We won't be able to realize what good is unless we experience something less. Planting your palms, taking your inhale, walking yourself back up now. Swinging your legs around to face the front if you're not already there. Just going to slowly lay back. Just take a few breaths here. I'm just noticing my camera's cutting out a bit. I'm just going to check it. Okay, beautiful. Just taking a few breaths now on your back. If my camera's not working, can someone send me a message? It says I'm live, but it's looking a bit broken. So just let me know if it's stuffing up. Alright, laying on your backs now. Engaging your core, bringing your knees up to tabletop. So creating a right angle with your legs. Your palms are flat on the ground here. Lifting up your tailbone, feeling your lower back flatten to the earth. We're going to keep one leg in tabletop and the other leg slowly bends down and touches our toe on the ground. So you're not extending anywhere from the knee joint. You are just bending from the hips here, keeping your legs and feet exactly where they are. Toe tapping one foot and then the other. So this is a gentle wake up for the core. Moving slowly, keeping your legs in a right angle. Keeping your lower back flush to the earth while you're doing this, core engaged. Relaxing your shoulders and your face muscles and your jaw. Now pushing our knees and our ankles together, we're going to do both legs at once, slowly tapping down. Focusing on keeping your lower back flush to the earth, not lifting up when you move down. Good work, everybody. Keeping your upper body relaxed. One more like this. Next time you come up, stretch your legs up to the ceiling. Lift your bottom up a little bit. Bringing your back flush to the earth again. Pointing your toes. We're going to drop one leg down to the ground. And while we do that, the other leg will be bending. And we'll be sliding our toes up our shins and to our knees. So you might want to watch me to see what this looks like. We're going to drop the right leg and left leg starts to bend. Our big toe tracing a line up the inside of our leg until it gets to our knee. And then we gently tap that heel on the ground and back up, straighten that left leg. Other side, so right leg drops down. So left leg drops down, right big toe traces a line up the inside of your leg until it gets to the knee, and then it drops down. Heel taps the ground, slowly comes back up. Well done. We'll do that a few more times on each side. The slower the better here. Concentrating on keeping your leg muscles engaged. Point that toe, abdominals engaged. Relaxing the upper body. Each side. Legs up to the sky now. Keeping your toes pointed, lifting up your lower back and placing your hands underneath your bum here. So your tailbone's resting on your hands. We're pointing our toes, pushing our knees and our heels together. We're just going to draw some circles. Drawing circles with our big toes, one way and then the other. Bringing your knees into your chest now, hugging lifting your head up, making a ball, lowering your head, neck and shoulders, rocking side to side. Beautiful. Keep rocking side to side now. Just gonna check everything's all good. Beautiful. We've got Megan, Betty and Sophie watching now as well. Welcome, ladies. Alright, rocking side to side now. We're going to take ourselves into a side twist. So bringing your legs back up into tabletop, arms out to the side, dropping down to the right, stretching out that lower back. Taking your gaze over your left hand. Your right hand can grab your top knee and pull it down, creating more of a stretch there in the side body. Take an inhale, bring it back up to center. Exhale, over to the other side. Continuing to breathe here, focusing on your breath and the stretch in the muscles. Bringing yourself back up to center, grabbing our knees, giving ourselves a little rock to seated. So you can do that once or twice, a few more times if it feels good for you. Seated, taking yourself through, walking yourself back to the center of your mat, toes together, knees wide. We're going to do a thread of the needle here. So planting your palms underneath your shoulders, Mula Bandha engaged, keeping your drishti, your focal point, down on the ground in between your hands. We're going to open up to the right. Right hand opens all the way up. You can look towards the sky or you can keep your gaze to the ground if you've got a sore neck. Then we take our twist, so threading that needle through the left arm, finding your twist here. Feeling that beautiful stretch in your right scapula, pushing away with your left hand to rotate your shoulders. Inhale, we're opening back up. Exhale, threading the needle. Opening back up, inhale. Exhale, threading the needle. Holding here for a few breaths. If you want to take a bind, that left hand releases from the ground, up and over, bending around your back, and the back of your palm is on your body. You're trying to get your fingers into that right hip crease, pulling that left shoulder open, taking a breath. Exhale and release. Left hand back to the ground, pushing yourself back up. Planting the right palm now, opening up to the left. Inhale. Exhale, taking your twist. Threading the needle. Feeling that deep opening in the left scapula now. Pushing away with the right arm. Inhale, opening back up. Looking up to your fingers or keeping your gaze to the ground. Exhale, take your twist. Inhale one more time, looking up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Rotating your shoulders open to the right. Taking a bind if you want, right hand to the sky. Twisting around, getting your fingers into that left hip crease, palm facing away from the body. There should be no weight in your head or your neck here. It should just be gently resting on the ground. All of your weight is in that left shoulder. Twisting open to the right. Releasing your bind now, planting that right hand back on the ground. Pushing yourself back up onto your hands. We're going to leave our hands where they are. We're going to push our legs together and back. Come down onto our bodies. Alright, we want our feet together. Or if you have lower back issues, you can have your legs hip width distance apart. Just remember that the closer your legs are together, the more strain you might feel in your lower back. So just be gentle with yourself today. Looking down on the ground, keeping your neck long, your shoulders away from your ears. Plant your palms beside your chest. On our inhale, we're just pushing up into baby cobra. So lifting up a little bit. And exhale back to the ground. Baby cobra again. Inhale, lifting up. Engaging our glutes now back here. Mulla bandha engaged, lower core engaged always. Exhale back down to the ground. One more baby cobra, pushing up. Keeping your elbows tight to the body. We don't want our elbows out to the side. No chicken wings. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Inhale now up to cobra. So keeping your hips on the ground, lifting your tummy off. Pushing away with your hands and your wrists. Exhale back down. Beautiful. Lifting up into cobra. Making sure our hips don't leave the ground, just our bellies. Exhale, release. One more like this. Inhale, up to cobra. Make sure we're not looking around, keeping our head nice and straight, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, down we go. Beautiful. Last round of 3. We're going into up dog. So give your wrists a little roll if they're feeling a little bit tight today, but keeping them down by your side. Elbows tucked in here. Pushing ourselves up into up dog. So arms completely straight, up onto the fronts of our feet. You can bring your feet together now for this one if it's comfortable. Exhale, down we go, slowly bending, keeping our elbows locked in. Inhale, up dog. Shoulders away from ears, core engaged. Exhale, lowering yourself down. Beautiful. One more like this. Inhale, up dog. Look up to the sky. Take a slight back bend here, only if it's comfortable. Exhale, down we go. Beautiful. Shoot your arms out to the front in front of you. Give them a shake. Give your wrists a little twirl. Nice little warm up for our triceps and biceps there. A little bit of action in our wrists and our fingers. Now while we're here, right arm stays out in front. We're rolling onto the right hand side of our body. Feet together, knees together, ankles together. All right, we're creating a straight line from the tips of our right fingers down to our toes. So your left hand is out in front of you, keeping your balance, keeping you stable. I want you to look down your body and find your toes. If you notice that they're really far in front of you, bring them back. If you notice that you can't see them, it means they're too far behind you. Bring them back. We're trying to create a straight line here. So resting your head on that right arm, keeping your core engaged here. You'll only find your balance if your center is tight and balanced itself. So we are going to try and balance here on our sides, taking that left hand up onto your left hip, finding your balance. Very good. Try not to clench in the jaw or the face muscles. Pointing your toes, engaging all the muscles down your legs and your core, finding that balance. Well done. Planting your left hand back to the ground. We're going to lift our head up onto our right arm, just supporting our neck here. We're going to point our toes. So pointing the left toes, lift them up halfway. We're just going to take a few bounces here. So just a few little drops in the leg. feeling that wherever you feel it. Do you feel it in your thigh? Do you feel it in your hamstring, your glutes, your hips? Waking up those muscles down there. We're going to lift up and we're going to drop that toe to the front, just tapping it on the ground, lifting back up to center, dropping that toe behind that right leg. So while we're doing these movements, we don't want to be wiggling our body around, keeping everything nice and tight and completely connected in the center. Just moving that left leg, isolating that left hip socket. Feeling it warming up now. Very good. Taking it behind and in front at your own pace. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Relax that leg back on top of the right. We can't completely relax our bodies yet though. We're keeping ourselves nice and stiff here in this pose. Letting go of that head with the right hand. Now you can roll yourself onto your belly. Beautiful. We're going to take that to the other side. So taking your left hand out in front, rolling over onto that left side body. Finding your balance here, relaxing your head on your left arm, pointing your toes. Looking down your body to see if you're completely straight, you're not bent in the hips or arching in the back, your toes are pointing directly to the back wall, making a straight line with your body. So finding your balance here, releasing that right arm, placing it on top of your right hip. You might find one side harder than the other. You might have a bony hip. It just might not be balancing. That's okay. I'm finding it hard to balance on this side. Alright, engaging your core. Balancing here. Very good. Planting that palm down now. Lifting your head up into that the left arm. Keeping everything engaged, knees locked, toes pointed. We're lifting that right leg up halfway and taking a few pulses here. I feel like my left hip on this side is a lot more bony. I'm trying to balance on a bone. Alright, so keeping your body completely stiff and engaged here, we're going to take our pulse to the front and behind that left leg, trying not to move in our upper body, no arching of the back, just using that right hip socket. Whatever mobility it's got, whatever movement it's got. Very good, at your own pace here, keeping everything tight, pointing your toes, leg muscles engaged, core engaged. Very good. Taking it back up and bringing your legs back together, arm down, relaxing your head on your arm and falling back onto your belly with control here, nice and slow. Awesome. Wiggling yourself back to center, hands down beside your chest, pushing yourself up into tabletop position. Very good. Knees underneath hips, palms underneath shoulders. Engaging your core, finding your balance. This is all the Pilates work. This is our deep core strength. You guys are doing so well. Placing our weight in our left hand and our right knee, we're going to extend our left leg and our right arm into a flat position here, keeping our gaze down on the ground, bringing our elbow and our knee to touch, curling up through the spine, engaging your core, sucking in your belly here, feeling that contraction, and release. Inhale, curling in. Exhale, release. hear my knee crack? That was intense. Inhale, crouching in now. This is number 3 of 5. Well done, everybody, keeping it all tight. Not clenching in your face or your jaw. In, crunching in. Extend. Very good. One more like this. Inhale, crunching in. Elbow to knee. Exhale. Releasing down. Might want to roll out that left wrist. I know my body is feeling tired today. So just honoring it however it feels. It doesn't have to be strong all the time. We're human, we can get tired, we can get lethargic, we can get unmotivated, but just continuing to move the body is all that we need. Giving it something. So bringing your weight into your right hand here and your left knee. We're shooting out that left arm, right leg, engaging the core, looking down. Keeping our hips level here. We don't want to be twisting from the hips. That's going to throw off our alignment. We're holding strong. Now 5 crunches, going nice and slow. In we go. Pushing our backs up to the ceiling, belly button to spine here, crunching. Exhale. In we go. Number 2. Elbow to knee, out we go. Number 3, in we go. And out. Beautiful. Keeping that gaze down. Relaxing our jaw and our face muscles. That's number 4, we release. Number 5, here we are. Stretching out long. And release. Good. Rolling out that right wrist. You can sit back onto your heels if you'd like. Give your wrists a bit of a stretch. Pulling back on the fingers. Or pulling down on the front of your hand, feeling that stretch in different areas around your wrist. Beautiful. We're going to take ourselves up into our downward dog. So finding your positioning, weight in your fingers and your palms, not in your wrist here, kicking our feet back. Downward facing dog, first one of the day. Feeling how nice this position is, this asana. Bending one leg and then the other slowly, feeling that stretch in the back of each leg. Finding stillness now, all 4 corners of the feet, all 4 corners of the hands. Grounded here, tailbone up to the sky. Relaxing your head, your neck and your shoulders. We're going to place our right foot into the center. Left leg shoots up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Keeping our hips level here, trying not to lift our hips just yet, finding your 3-legged dog with level hips. On your next inhale, completely open your hips, stack them on top of each other, lift that leg as high as it goes, and then bend at the knee and twist yourself looking under that left armpit, feeling that stretch. Taking yourself back to 3-legged dog, pointing that toe as high as it goes. Leveling your hips out now. And slowly bringing that foot back down to the ground. Other side, putting your left foot in towards the center now. Right leg goes up to the sky. Hips level, so it doesn't have to be high here. Just focus on keeping that right hip pointing towards the ground. Now, lifting the leg as high as it goes. Start stacking your hips on top of each other, opening up. Pointing up to the sky. Bending that leg now, looking up and under the right armpit. Feeling that opening on the right hand side of the body. Straightening that leg again, 3-legged dog. Lowering it down now, flushing the hips to the ground. And bringing that foot down to touch the earth. Bending from your knees, sending yourself back into child's pose. Oh, that must feel really good. Swooping your arms back and around so that your palms are facing up, down by your feet. Just completely relax your whole body for a moment. You can massage your third eye, you can rock side to side. Taking yourself up to seated now, you might want to do a few shoulder rolls. You might want to stretch your arms. We're going to take ourselves back into downward facing dog. So whatever you need to get yourself back into that position. Fingers spread wide, strong through the hands, strong through the legs. Right foot comes back into center, left foot lifts up again, not high, just keeping our hips level. We're bringing ourselves forward, knee to nose. Weight comes over the hands. We're tucking our head down, trying to touch our nose to our knee. Then we shoot our leg back up again. Toes pointed, hips level. Bending through the knee, coming forward, knee to elbow. Left knee to left elbow. Tap there, pushing yourself back. Three-legged dog. Keeping our hips level, remember, pushing that left hip down to the ground. Bending now through the leg, left knee to right elbow, finding that twist. Beautiful, tapping and coming back. Stretching that leg up and lowering it down to the ground. Other side, left foot steps into the center, right leg points the toe. Up we go, three-legged dog. Level hips, right hip pointing towards the ground. Bending through that right leg, knee to nose. Weight coming through into the hands, feeling strong in your upper body. Pushing yourself back. Level hips here, guys, not stacking. Bringing ourselves through again, right knee to right elbow. Tap. Beautiful, push yourself back. Keeping that toe pointed. Try not to clench in your jaw here. This is a tough one, but relax your face muscles. Right knee to left elbow. Tap, feel that twist, push yourself back. Fantastic, lower that leg gently. Lowering both your knees, pushing yourself back into your child's pose again. Bringing your palms together here, walking your elbows out in front, lifting your palms up and over your head to sit in the back of your neck, feeling that stretch in your triceps. So walking your elbows forward more to feel more of a stretch. Yourself back up onto your knees, do a few wrist rolls, rolling around here. Geez, for someone who's not feeling very strong today, I've really created a class that's taking it out of me. That's good. We love a challenge. My body is enjoying it. All right, everyone, up we go, downward facing dog. Planting your palms here, feeling strong. We're going to step our left foot through into our warrior one. So right foot rotates 45 degrees. Bending down, arms up to the sky, warrior one. Looking up, taking an inhale, slight back bend. On your exhale, we're opening up into warrior two. Feeling your legs strong. Tailbone tucked under. Shoulders in alignment here, neck long. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're moving into warrior three. So all of our weight, you might have to shuffle back. All of our weight is staying in our left leg. We are pushing back onto it. Right leg lifts off the ground. And arms out in front, warrior three. Keeping your hips level here, guys. Pushing that right hip flexor towards the ground. Slight bend in that knee. Your supporting leg. Now we're opening up into moon pose. Left hand comes to the ground. Right side body opens up. We are opening up to the right. Beautiful. This is our moon pose. You can keep your gaze to the front. You can try and look up to your fingers, finding your balance here, guys. Core engaged. Beautiful. Bringing your hands and your feet to meet each other back on the ground. Walking yourself back to downward facing dog. We're doing that on the other side. Good job. This time our right leg steps up and through. Find your warrior one on the right. Take an inhale, look up, take a slight back bend. Exhale, opening out into warrior two. Taking yourself deep into that stretch. Looking over those front fingers, right knee out and long to the right. Taking an inhale now, we're swooping ourselves through into warrior three. So all of the weight goes into that right leg. Bringing ourselves forward and up. Ooh, engaging the core. Finding our warrior three. Don't lock out that right knee. Well done. We're lowering down to the ground. Right hand touches the earth. We're opening up to the left. Very good. Finding your balance. It might be different on each side, but that's okay. Just doing our best, moving slowly, keeping everything engaged. See how we can open up. Once you find your balance, you may want to take your gaze up to those left fingers. It is challenging. Beautiful. Hands and feet back together. Step it on back. Dropping our knees now, toes together, knees out wide, taking an extended child's pose. Good golly. This is a good one, guys. Just taking a few breaths here, feeling that nice stretch in your hips. Thank your body for giving you the strength to do this class today. Even when we feel we've got no energy, it's so crazy what we can pull out of the depths. You know, we're capable of so much more. Our bodies will continue to take us through, even if our minds don't think we can. Breaths now. Pushing yourself back up now, knees together. Just gonna take a few shoulder rolls now, sitting back on our heels. Take a couple of head rolls. One way and then the other. Lift our hands up to the sky, long spine here. We're going to push our hips all the way to the right so that our bums are kind of falling off our heels, and we're going to take a big side stretch to the left. Wonderful. You can push that left hand in and away from the earth to shoot your body over to the right a bit more. Extend, making the stretch more intense on the right. Remembering to keep your arms long, your shoulders away from your ears, no hunching over. Bring yourself back up to center now, sitting back on your heels, both arms up to the sky. Shooting your bottom over to the left, hips over to the left. Feeling that stretch on the other side, pushing away from the earth with that right hand. Looking up and under the left. Rotating your shoulders around. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, just just bring your hands down. So our last stretch is a pretty intense one for me. I'm quite tight in the shoulders, so we'll introduce it to you. We're going to lay down onto our bellies. Slowly down onto your belly. Now we're going to cross one arm over the other underneath our chest. So remembering which side you do first, we're just going to do both sides. So however you want to start it, we're crossing our arms underneath our chest. So you can come up onto your elbows first. Put your arms are crossed, palms are out to each side. And we're going to slowly walk our fingers, pulling our arms in the opposite direction. So this is an intense stretch for the outside of your shoulders here. We don't want to be too far back and we don't want to be too far forward. So you can tuck your toes under and move yourself up a bit. You want your elbows to be directly underneath your chest. So you want the weight of your upper body to be helping you relax into this stretch. So for me, this is quite intense. So this is where I go. This is my edge. Relaxing your head down here. Breathing into those muscles, allowing the tension to dissolve. Visualization is such an important key when you're holding some stretches that may seem strenuous to you. Breathing in love and kindness and appreciation. Breathing that all the way into those muscles that you're wanting to release. Exhaling, imagine them dissolving and letting go. Exhaling out negativity. Inhaling positivity, good energy. Exhaling anything bad, anything toxic, and dissolving into that stretch. You may notice after a few breaths you can wiggle your fingers out and walk yourself further down into this stretch. On your next inhale, bringing your head up, walking your elbows slowly back and apart. Take it on the other side. Other arm swaps over, elbows underneath your body, walking your palms out, finding that stretch on your other side. Tucking your toes under and pushing your weight a little bit forward so that your upper body is aiding to that stretch. Ooh. Relaxing your head, neck and shoulders now. Letting gravity take you down. Now if it's hurting too much, just scoot your weight back a little bit. Don't have all of your upper body weight in the stretch. You don't want to be hurting yourself. We all know what our bodies are capable of, and we know what's a good pain and what's too much. But continuing to breathe. If you hold your breath, it's going to be harder for you and you'll probably be hurting more. Breathing deep, in positivity, out negativity. Walking your fingers out a little bit further if you know that you've loosened up a bit. Next inhale, walking yourself back up to center. Slowly bringing your body back up, inching your elbows out side to side. Planting your palms near your chest, pushing yourself up and back. Taking our last child's pose now before our meditation. So you can take extended child's pose, you can take regular child's pose, you can keep your arms out in front, out to the side, back behind you, up overhead. However you'd like this last position to be. So our meditation for today is a metta meditation, a meditation of loving kindness. Now we won't be laying down for this one, we will be seated. So grab yourself something nice and soft to sit on, a cushion or something. You can turn off your lights. still want ourselves to feel nice and calm and relaxed. Now I can see we've only got 10 minutes left until our class becomes 1 hour. I think that this meditation might go over that time. So if you feel that you won't be able to make it through the whole meditation, that's fine. You can just do your own Shavasana now, or you can come back and do this meditation at a later date. But we'll see how we go. Very good. Taking it there. So finding yourself in your comfortable seat. Sitting with a relaxed but straight posture here, shoulders relaxed. Allowing your hands to rest comfortably in your lap or on your knees. Just gently close down your eyes, settling into awareness of the body and the breath. Feeling into your body right now and noticing what's here. Being open to whatever is to be experienced in this moment. Connecting to the breath, noticing the wave-like movements of your stomach as you inhale and exhale. In this practice, we'll be cultivating loving kindness. We all have this within us, the natural capacity for love and for kindness, or friendship that is unconditional and open, gentle and supportive. Loving kindness is an organic opening of a compassionate heart to ourselves and to others. It's a wish that everyone is to be happy. We begin with developing loving kindness towards ourselves, allowing our hearts to open with tenderness. Allow yourself now to remember and open up to your basic goodness. You might remember times you have been kind or generous. You might recall your natural desire to be happy and not to suffer. If acknowledging your own goodness is difficult, look at yourself through the eyes of somebody who loves you. What does that person love about you? Or you may recall the unconditional love you felt from a pet. Whatever gets you there. And as you experience this love, notice how you feel in your body. Maybe you feel some warmth over your body, or heat in your face. Maybe a smile comes, or a sense of expansiveness. This is loving kindness, a natural feeling that is accessible to all of us always. Resting within this feeling of open, unconditional love for a moment, just enjoy it. Letting yourself bask in this energy of your own loving kindness, breathing in and out, inviting feelings of peace and acceptance. Beginning now to wish yourself well by extending words of loving kindness to ourselves. I'll be offering as guidance some phrases you can use, otherwise you are invited to choose whatever words express your wishes of loving kindness towards yourself and others. And now offering these words to yourself either out loud or in your mind. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May I know the natural joy of being alive. Now you can open the circle of loving kindness by bringing to mind someone who is dear to you, someone who you care about and who has always been supportive. Reflect on this person's basic goodness, sensing what it is in particular that you love about them. In your heart, feel your appreciation for this dear one and begin your offering of words. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May you know the natural joy of being alive. Bring to mind a neutral person. This is someone you might see regularly but don't know all that well. A neighbor, an acquaintance, someone who serves you regularly at the shops or that you follow online. Bring this person to mind and repeat the words of loving kindness. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May you know the natural joy of being alive. Challenge you to bring to mind someone with whom you've had a difficult relationship. Perhaps it's someone you don't like to feel sympathy or compassion for. Seeing if it's possible to let go of feelings of resentment and dislike for this person. Reminding yourself to see this person as a whole being, deserving of love and kindness, as someone who feels pain and anxiety, and as someone who also suffers. Seeing if it's possible to extend to this person the words of loving kindness out loud or in your mind. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May you know the natural joy of being alive. Those feelings out. Allowing your awareness to open up in all directions, yourself, a dear one, a neutral person, and a difficult person. Also adding all beings, humans and animals living everywhere, living in richness, poverty, war, peace, hunger, or abundance. Being aware of all the joys and sorrows that all beings have to experience. And we say, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May you know the natural joy of being alive. Picturing yourself as a beacon of light here, sending these feelings out to every single being on our planet. It's so much easier to just give love than to hold onto resentment. We put our bodies through so much strain and hardship by holding a grudge. But just keeping our hearts open, being kind to people that you think may not deserve it, might just change their life and allow them to spread the same loving kindness onto others. We are ever powerful as beings. Your smile can change someone's day, and this spread of loving kindness, we could heal the world if everyone did this. Bringing now this meditation to a close, coming back to extend kindness to yourself, just sitting in your own bubble now of love, calmness and appreciation. Bringing your palms together. My soul recognizes your soul. I honor the light, love, truth, beauty and kindness within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, there is no distance and no difference between us. We are united. We are the same. We are one. Namaste. Thank you, beautiful souls, for sharing your time, space and energy with me today, and for sending love and kindness to me and everyone else in the world. I hope you feel well, and I hope you have energy, and I'll see you on the mat in 2 days.